Hello friends, welcome to Chef Imam Zanzai. Today I'm going to show you a Malwani feast. Because I come from a Malvan region and we eat a lot of seafood, today I'm going to show you 3 different types of seafood preparations, and there's a special drink that goes along with that called sol curry. So I'm starting first with sol curry, then I'll show you the rava fried fish, and then the fish kalvan, and lastly we'll do the prawns, which is slightly on a dry side, so it's a suka prawns gravy. Starting here making the sol curry first. So for that we use this special peel. It's from a citrus fruit that comes from the mangostem family. It's called kokum, and what I have done here, I have taken about 10 to 12 of the kokum peels and I have soaked them in boiling hot water for good half an hour. I've also taken some sugar, salt, some cumin seeds, 1 small clove of garlic, 1 small green chili, some coriander for garnish, and traditionally we use fresh grated coconut which we mix into the blender and take the milk out, but since we get it ready made over here, it saves much more of my time, so I'm using the coconut cream. So we have to blend a couple of ingredients first. So I'm taking my soaked kokum. To that I will add 1 small clove of garlic and 1 small green chili, salt, sugar, and some cumin seeds. So we have got a nice fine paste here. What I'm going to do now is pass it through a sieve, just so that if there are any chunky bits, they will get strained off. This is a thick paste. It will be slightly difficult to strain it, so to ease it out, I have taken some more water in the same blender that we used for blending earlier and try to strain it. Guys, we have got our kokum extract. Now to that I will be adding the coconut cream. You can also use coconut milk, but if you add coconut cream, that gives you more room to dilute it further and make it more flavorful. Now our sol curry is ready. I'll just simply put few sprigs of coriander and let it infuse, and keep this in the fridge for good half an hour to 1 hour so that it's nice and chilled. It's a great digestive drink to be eaten post your heavy meal, so enjoy this one. So guys, our next preparation is the suka prawns, and for that I have taken some deveined prawns. Then we will need some ginger garlic paste, some cumin seeds, some mustard seeds, turmeric powder, Kashmiri red chili powder, some garam masala, salt to taste, some finely chopped onions, some tomatoes, coriander, and some kokum, the same mangostem peel that I have used in the previous recipe. Here, and traditionally we use peanut oil in cooking in Malvan, but then here I've used just plain canola. Now the oil is heated, and to that I will be adding the mustard and cumin seeds and let it splutter. Next goes the ginger garlic paste. Now we have to cook them until the raw smell from the garlic and ginger goes away. Next goes the onion. Next I will add all the dry masalas, so the turmeric, garam masala, some chili powder and salt. Saute the masala for good 1 minute. Once the oil starts to separate, at that point we will add the tomatoes. Now I'm going to add the kokum. I like to add a teaspoon of sugar. It helps in balancing the acidity from the tomatoes and also gives good caramelization to your gravy. Next I will add the prawns and let them cook. Now our prawn suka looks ready, so we'll just finish it off with lots of coriander and give it a quick toss. This is a very fast and quick recipe to be made, like any last minute plans that you can have. So next recipe guys will be the fish kalvan. So for that we need to make a little paste, and for that I have soaked about 4 dry red chilies into boiling water for good half an hour. Then some salt. We originally used some coriander seeds, but I didn't have any, so I'm using coriander powder instead. Some garlic cloves, about an inch of ginger, some red onion. You can also use shallots. Okay, now I'm gonna put the dry red chilies first, and just a little bit of that liquid that I used for soaking them. Then in goes the onion. This will give a good body to your paste. Some ginger, garlic, and the coriander powder and salt. And now I'll blend it. Next, we will add fresh grated coconut and then blend it well. Our paste is looking nice and smooth. So now I will start making the tempering. Guys, so now we're gonna do the tempering. So I have heated some oil in a pan. I have crushed 1 garlic clove roughly. And we'll just let it get golden brown and then add the paste to it. Cook this paste for good 2-3 minutes, just so that the coconut gets nicely cooked. And after that I have added some more water into the same blender that I used to make the paste, and then I will add it to give a good consistency. Now we will have to simmer this on a low flame until it gets nice and thick, and at the very end, just for 5 minutes, we will add the fish pieces to it. Fish doesn't take too long to cook, so 5 to 7 minutes is just perfect. While our kalban is getting reduced, I'm gonna add 2 amsuls or 2 kokum to this gravy, so it gives nice little tinge of sourness to it. Okay guys, our fourth and the last recipe for this episode is the rava fried machi or the rava fried fish. I'm using a tarakihi over here. So you need to marinate the fish first and then crumb it in rice flour and semolina mix. So for marination, I have taken some salt, some Kashmiri red chili powder, some turmeric, coriander powder, ginger garlic paste, and some vinegar. So I'll just put the vinegar here and make a paste by mixing all these ingredients first. You can add a dash of oil just to make it a bit more paste-like consistency. So our marination paste is ready. Over here, if you see, I've taken some semolina and mixed in some rice flour to it. So I've taken about half a cup of semolina and 1/4 of the rice flour and give it a good mix. I'm taking the tarakihi fillet. You can take any white fish or any red meat fish. Give it a good smother, and then you will just dab it into this semolina and rice flour mix. Give it a couple of dabs just so that you get good amount of coating. This will make your fish really nice and crispy when you shallow fry it. Now our fish is nicely crumbed. Now we will shallow fry it. Now we are going back to our kalban. You can see the gravy has nicely thickened. Now to that I will add my fish, which I have diced roughly. It will hardly take 5 minutes to cook on a slow simmer. Time to flip the fish. Looking nice and golden brown.